So we've got the freshmen coming on, and then we're going to hear from the veteran of the two groups. Here is Courtney Oberlander coming out of Waterford, PA, and Fort LaBeouf High School will be joining us. And then Emily Gilles, the junior from Ostrander, Ohio, Bishop Watterson will join us. Miss Oberlander coming from District 10 and Fort LaBeouf High School to the PSAC West, which is one of the toughest Division II volleyball conferences in the country. Had to be quite an adjustment for you. Talk a little bit about how you've had to adapt. You play quality minutes as a freshman, so the coach has a great deal of confidence in you. How has your development gone that you have earned the right to be on the court at crunch time?
The change was definitely different. It was a lot more faster, so I had to adjust to that. But once I adjusted to that, I think that I got more comfortable and allowed me to play at my best.
And you come out there tonight, and as I watch you start as a callow freshman on a team with a lot of veteran talent coming back, you have fit in quite well. Talk about tonight's match. In my opinion, and maybe somebody can tell me differently, this has to be the biggest win in Seton Hill University women's volleyball. In the WVIAC was not the competition that's in this league, and California and Clarion are the standard bearers in the PSAC, and I mean the entire PSAC, not just the West. So for Seton Hill to break through tonight and beat them for the first time, it's got to be a great feeling for you and your teammates. Talk a little bit about when you knew that last point, it officially been scored, that you guys had won. What was your reaction, and then what did the team have to say?
This game was crucial for us, knowing to get to in the PSAC playoffs, we had to get this win. And at that last point, the excitement was unreal. Like, it was something I've never experienced, and it was fantastic.
I thought the turning point in this match, and you may have heard me reference that, was in that first set when the Griffins were down 24-18 and looked ready to drop that first set. And who knows how the match could have played out after that. But the team seemed to reach inside themselves. In that display of defensive volleyball during that run is as good as I've seen the Griffins ever have. Your thoughts about that important stretch where you guys had to deliver and deliver big, and you did just that?
We were not giving up. Like, knowing that we were down that low, we could have easily gave up, but we didn't. We fought back, and once it got to 24-24, we knew we were still in it, and we fought for every point. We didn't let it drop, and even when we were down by one, we knew we could come back and win it.
Did at any point in that first set, when you guys had played back on September 28th at Cal, you had a 2-0 lead and ended up losing at 15-11 in the fifth and deciding short game. Did you guys talk about that before the contest tonight? And what were your teammates saying, if you could translate for it?
Coming into the third set, we were in the same situation as we were in the first time, winning the first two sets and thinking, oh, we got this third one. So we came into this one knowing that we had to come out strong and not let them get into it, and that proved when it was like 12-3, and we knew that we had them.
This is the kind of victory that can serve, I believe, as a major confidence booster for the rest of this season for sure. But now that you've got that monkey off your back in terms of being the elite, this might be one that can take the program to an even higher level than it was last year. What do you think?
We definitely have the potential to go all the way this year. As long as we play our hardest, and just like this game, I think we can do it.
Well, with whatever you ladies were eating or drinking before the game tonight, write it down and have it the rest of the way out. It was a winning formula tonight.
Yes.
Last question for you. How was the adjustment to college life? You're out of Waterford, PA, and no longer a Bison. Tell us a little bit how you're adjusting to college life here at Seton Hill University. And have you decided what you want to major in?
It was definitely a big adjustment, but the older girls definitely helped me through it, and I couldn't have done it without them. And the adjustment has been great for me, and I love it here. And my major is exercise science.
And why did you choose that field of major?
I chose it because I want to go and be a physician assistant to grad school.
And here at Seton Hill, they have that program. Not
Yep.
a lot of schools do. Well, you did some good science work here tonight in helping the team beat the California University of PA Vulcans. Pleasure to have you on our post-match show, Courtney, and looking forward to have you on our show in the future.
Thank you.
All right, hand it over to Emily Gilles, the Buckeye.
Yes, the Buckeye.
Emily, tonight you saw a lot of quality minutes in the match. It was probably the biggest of the season. That had to make you feel good that the coach called your number early and often.
Yeah, it's awesome. And anything that we do as a team. So it's just great to see us work together as one unit like that. It was awesome.
Well, you played last year on the team that was 0-3 in 3 meetings against Cal. You're on the team this year that lost that first one, 0-4. How sweet is it
It's awesome. This is the first time I think that we've ever beat Cal, and that's phenomenal for this program. It's a huge confidence booster for this team, and it just goes to show that if we play to what we can play, we'll be unstoppable.
Well, one of the things I thought you guys had to do to take that next step in the PSAC is to be able to beat one of the two lines in the conference. And it took a lot of work, a lot of sometimes maybe some sweat and tears after losing that match, particularly earlier this season. But you came out tonight in front of a good crowd on your breast cancer awareness fundraiser night and played well. How much did the crowd, because after you guys came back, and during that first game, when you were down 6 and on the edge, 1 point away from a first set loss, the crowd got behind you, and it seemed like they were cheering every serve, every kill that you made the rest of the match. As a player, how did that lift you?
It's phenomenal. It's a great feeling to know that you have the entire school backing you up, and you have the confidence of not only other athletes but other academic students here at SHU, teachers, faculty, staff, anyone. It's just great to know that they're all supporting you and you can support them in turn.
As a junior on this team, that before you went in the PSAC, the program took a huge step going to the championship match. I can remember that, looking at you like it was yesterday down at Charleston when you lost to Wheeling Jesuit, which is another national power in Division II volleyball. But you made a long record-breaking campaign there. Then you come in the PSAC, and last year, not a lot of love in the preseason poll for the Griffins. You were picked to finish 7th, only above, I think, Slippery Rock in the conference. Well, you not only make the playoffs, you finish, of course, in the top 4, get the 3rd seed, and then you go into the tournament, and you make it for the first time ever in the program's history to the NCAA tournament. You come back with pretty much the same team and a couple of nice freshman additions in Oberlander and Murray, and you finally beat, how can we say it, Jack the Giant Slayer. You played that tonight. As you look back over what I just said, what comes to mind with you in terms of this program's advancement over the last 3 years?
I think it's really advanced just through the team getting together and coming together as one unit. We just put aside everything else in the moment and we just think volleyball. This is us, this is our team, this is our year, and we're going to do it. We're not only playing, for this school to represent, our families, our friends, things like that, but we're also, playing for our seniors. This is the last chance that they're going to get in Division II volleyball, and we're going to make it count for them. We're going to stand behind them and support them. And I think that's what's really led us is our strong seniors. They're amazing for this team.
And it's a very sincere thought coming from you, that's for sure. You guys are playing particularly for the Karinga Hagans, and as we go down that list, Larissa Santangelo, Courtney Field, and Jenna Snyder, who's injured now for the season, you want to make it a memorable last year in their volleyball careers.
Yes, exactly.
Let me ask you a little bit about yourself. I mentioned you're from Ohio, and they like to think they play some pretty good volleyball over in that Buckeye State, I'm sure. What made you decide you wanted to come to Seton Hill? Was it the major? Was it the combination of having a chance to play volleyball at the Division II level? Give us a little filling in on your background.
It was all just everything with that. I came and visited, and I fell in love with the school. The campus is beautiful. We have great majors, great faculty, and I fell in love with the team. If you don't mesh well with the team, then it's not right for you. But I came here and I fell in love with the girls, and they've stood behind me 100%. And it's just, I love my team.
Well, there's a lot to love because the way the team played tonight, I think it was the best performance against a powerful program that you guys were able to deliver. And the fact that you had to work so hard to come back in that first set, it gave you all the momentum in the world. And for a change, you can rarely say that about Cal U volleyball. In that third set, they looked to be the rattled team. The way you guys kept going, and I think the second biggest thing I noticed was you did not let up. When you were up 2 sets, when you had the lead in that third set, I know Coach Hall called that one timeout when they started to put a little run together against you there. Not that it was a big run, but he wanted to get your attention and let you know, against Cal, you got to win 3 sets, not 2, not 2.5, not 2 2/3, right?
Yeah, exactly. We've struggled a lot this year with finishing, so that was really our main goal tonight. After we got up those 2 sets, we were like, let's make a statement, let's finish this in 3, and let's win by, a large amount of points. And we went out and we did that, and it's an awesome feeling to know that we finished like that as a team.
Well, you ladies should all enjoy this one, but remember, right now you're in 3rd place. You've got you're 1 game ahead of Cal U, who who is now 14-4. The Griffins 13-5. Ahead of you is Gannon, 15-2. You get them here the last weekend of the season. In fact, the last match on Senior Day. And then Clarion is 16-1. And the team that was nipping at your heels, Mercier is playing good volleyball. They're playing tonight against Gannon. And I'm sure that match, we don't have the score, but that's an important match. So enjoy it. But remember, you get on the bus Friday to go up I-79 North. You got some business to take care of, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ready to do it again.
Emily Gilles, thanks for the visit. Continue good luck with you and the team. And memorable effort tonight. I'm sure you'll want to watch the video on the archive.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's Emily Gilles.